A lot of you have not gotten this work done, and what you're not getting done is obviously because you don't understand the assignment. So what I've done is I have printed this out right here, the very basic steps for your World Traveler assignment. Too many of you have not gotten that done, and so I'm going to walk you through how to make a complete slide, and then you're going to have to make the other 4 slides. If you guys don't get this done, I can't give you a grade, okay? And I can't really give you a participation grade, because what it means is that during the time that I've had subs here, you've been using that time unwisely. Let's get the work done, and let's get going on it. This should not take that long, but it does require you to actually work. So the first place we start is in Google Earth, because that's where you're going to go visit a place that you want to go visit. And I'm right here, and this happens to be in Paris, France. So I'm going to start out with Paris, and it says Paris, France right there. So there's all of Paris right in front of me, beautiful. But really what I want to go is the Louvre. Whoops. And it zooms in for me. And that's a beautiful thing. And then I'm going to zoom in even further. And I know, look at all these photos that have been taken at the Louvre. Not surprising. And I know I want to go kind of like right here. Or I could go right here. I just get my Street View guy, and I bring him right down here. And we flop around, and then I drag the screen, and that is where I want to go, because the Louvre is a cool place. Next thing I do is I do a screen capture, which you know how to do. It's going to go like this, because I'm going to use this later on. I'm going to crop it down to right there. Okay, it's been captured on my screen. We're done with that part. So this is where I want to go. And the next thing I should probably do is, what I could do is I could actually find pictures from right here, and I could use them too. And that is not a picture of the Louvre. Okay, that's the Arc de Triomphe. It's the Louvre basement. Okay, that would be kind of cool. Or we could choose any of these other photos. Okay, that's a wonderful photo right there. I think I will use this. To do this, I just hit Control and clicked, and I'm going to copy the image. Next thing we need to do is go down here to PowerPoint. Click on it. It's opened up. It's Paris, France. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to hit Edit and Paste. Oh, there's a picture of the Louvre. It's in Paris, France. Okay, one of the famous places in Paris, France. One of the things I could do is I could go from corner to corner with this picture. And one of the things you guys keep wanting to do is, how do I get my text on top? So all I have to do here is, again, Control and click, and go to Arrange, and send it back. And Arrange, and send it back. Now there's Paris, France. I'm going to change this so that it's white. And we're all good to go here. Okay, there's Paris, France. I want to make this a little bit smaller. So it's sitting right there, Paris, France. Now we're going to start adding in all the other things about Paris, France that we want to know from our assignment. For instance, this is historical location. So a historical event or significance from your location. Okay. Now we've got the picture of the Louvre in the background, and now I need to find some historical event. So this requires me to go back to my web browser, I'm going to bring this up, and I've done a lot of research already just to make this go a little bit faster. Let's do this. Let's do Paris, France, history. So I'm not going to go to Wikipedia, but let's go to Discover France. Okay. And this is kind of a historical thing right here. It just goes through a brief history. Okay. And that's not, I can already tell that this was, but I can find some interesting stuff. During World War I, the Germans were prevented from reaching Paris, but they occupied the city from World War II to 1940 to 1944. So I know that the Germans occupied Paris during World War II. So with that information, I can do this. I can go German. And let's just go get an image here real quick. German occupation of Paris. I know that this is Paris right here. So I'm going to click on, or better yet, here's a good picture. And I am going to right click, I'm going to control and click and save this image as Hitler Paris. That's perfect. Save. And I'm going to do this again, control, save image as, and Word desktop. Okay, I'm going to just replace it, make sure it's there. We've now copied this picture, and we can put this picture onto our PowerPoint. And all we have to do is picture, insert a picture, go to my desktop, Hitler Paris 1 right there, insert, and there's a picture. Okay, I'm going to compress this, whoops, right there. And then we can add in some text and say Germany occupied Paris and France during World War II. Now I've got some information in here. I'm not liking the fact that this is black, so we're going to change it to white. Zoom out here, change this to white. Now I can move this right down below here. Maybe collapse it a little bit. Okay. On here, we're just going to leave that as is. Okay, that's one of the facts. So that's my historical event. Scenic view from one of your locations, we're going to leave that right here. That's going to be that. A person of historical or modern significance that grew up in or lives in your location. I've already done the research on this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come back to here. And I know that in I know that Edward Degas is a painter, and he's of historical significance to the art world. So we need to get a picture of him. Let's just use this picture right here. We're going to, again, save this image as desktop. We're going to save it. And then we're just going to insert a picture. Right there. Insert. You put that right there. Put a border around it. I don't like that border at all. That border's okay. That one's okay. That's better. Okay, so there we go. And now we just need to insert some text right here. Okay, so we know Edward Degas was a painter. How do I find out more information about him? Well, let's go back to something else we already learned this quarter, and that is we know that we can look it up on Wikipedia, probably be fairly accurate. We know that he was born in Paris, France, right here. Okay. And artistic career. Okay. And we can maybe even put one of his paintings in there. So let's look at this painting. It's not opening. So let's just do this. Let's name the dance class. Let's go to images. There it is. And we're going to control and click. Save image as. Degas dance. Save. By doing this, we're adding elements to our PowerPoint. Okay. Click on it again, arrange, send to back, disappears. Click on it again, arrange, bring forward. Oh, dang it. Click on here, arrange, send it to back. There we go. Take this, and there we go. And since he's a personal historical interest, we now just need to go back to the World Book. Okay, so we're going to go Edgar, French Impressionist painter. And that's all we would probably need. Copy that. Move back into our PowerPoint here. Copy and paste. Oh, this wants to be naughty. Click on this right here. And bring this down. Probably change the size of this just to make it fit better. And so that covers that person of historical or modern significance, and then some scientific or astronomical mathematical discovery that was made at your place of travel. One more thing left to do. That's pretty simple. I've already done the research on this. It's going to be a balloonist, a guy who's piloted the first balloon that was like had its own power. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go insert picture. Guy named Giffard. Right there. And we could just copy and paste that. Oops. Move this down to here, since that looks kind of nice. Maybe move it down one more level. Okay. And now all we need to do is find out about this Giffard guy. All right. And Giffard I'm just going to go backwards, because I already discovered this. And it says right here, it says first airships evolved from balloons. Henry Giffard, a French engineer, built and piloted the first powered airship. Okay, I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to place it right in here. Since it wants to change the text colors, I just have to click on here. And maybe we should put a picture of his airship in there too. Guess this airship is not in there. So let's get that right there. Oh boy, I'm getting in trouble. Here's Giffard. Here's a picture of his airship. So then we could use one of these. And we know it's called the Giffard dirigible. Copy. Go to images. Well, that's kind of a nice one right there. And now we'll just add that. In here. Okay, so what we've done is we have now all the elements that you need to do. You know the location, what all the stuff is that in there that it needs to have. It has the scientific or astronomical mathematical discovery, person of historical modern significance, scenic view, and at least one historical event of significance. It's all in there. This is just for one location. Now that you've got that done, you're done. Now you need to go and do it for 5 other locations. That is what's required to get an A and how to do it. The research is really the hardest part. Finding the picture is really not so hard. Doing the research, harder.